Hello, my name is John Calabrese, and I'm a 8th degree black belt, master level teacher, and also a personal development coach. Now, I've been training in martial arts for 40 years, teaching for 35, and have a very strong background in personal development training. And I just want to speak to you a little bit today about what is personal development training and really how does that benefit you and what is the value of that. Now, the coaching program really teaches you just how much power you actually have over your circumstances and your outcomes. Now, too often we do all the work on something. It's an important goal, right? We're doing all the work, we're putting the time in, we're putting the energy in, and then we're just not getting the result that we're going after. And I like to use this example. It's kind of like you're going to eat an entire box of cereal just to get the prize at the bottom of the box. Now you don't even like the cereal, okay? But you're going to you like the prize at the bottom of the box a lot more than you don't like the eating of the cereal, right? But when you get to the bottom of the box, after eating the whole thing, you find out that there's no prize for you at the bottom of the box. Now, this can be very frustrating, can be very disappointing. I mean, you did all the work, you put in all the effort, but you're just not getting the results that you want. Something's not lined up, and that's why that's not happening. You have to understand the thoughts that you think, the words that you say, they actually create your subconscious beliefs. Your subconscious beliefs dictate your actions. They lead to your actions, which leads to your habits, and your habits become your life. Okay, so it's really important to understand the significance of the role of your subconscious mind over what happens in your life, and then really how to learn to manage that, control that, be able to actually program your subconscious mind deliberately for specific outcomes. Now, the program is going to teach you how to align your thoughts, your words, your subconscious beliefs, and then your actions and your habits with the outcomes that you want. It all has to be congruent. Now, how is this going to help you? Well, once you understand how much power you actually have and haven't been using properly, you're going to see that it's much easier to make your goals give you the results that you want. Get those outcomes that you're working towards. Getting that prize from the bottom of the box, okay? You know, so many people just run on that hamster wheel of trial and error, just trying to figure it out, instead of just having someone that's already gone through all the work and can explain it and guide you through that process and really be able to give you that accountability, that'll be able to give you that insight, that expertise, and really be able to troubleshoot the issues that you run into before they become a habit. Okay, we need to kind of go all the way back to even the thinking to really make sure that we're getting the results, getting things done that are going to impact our life. I mean, I'm not talking about a goal, I want to lose 3 pounds. No, you want, I'm sure you have bigger goals than that. Goals with your career, goals with your relationship, goals with different projects that you're doing. And I think with the right guidance and that information, you're going to be able to start hitting your goals a lot more solidly. It improves the quality of your life when things are going well, okay? And you can understand and get through adversity. Now, if you look at coaching, you, you know, what is it that you're paying for? Okay, when it really comes down to it. Well, I'll tell you one thing you're not paying for is you're not paying for an hour of their time. Okay, because what you're truly paying for are all of the time that they spent, all of the years to acquire the information that they're using to guide you with. And in most cases, I mean, I know personally, I've easily spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on myself, on my own training over those past 40 years, okay? Really trying to get the right information, getting powerful information, information that will really make a big impact in your life and your ability to create your life the way that you want it and not just wonder how that just unfolds. You know, I'll tell you a little story. When I was about 7 years old, I had that question. What is it that makes life just kind of unfold the way that it does? I knew it. I didn't think it was just random. You know, why was that near miss? Why was it a near miss and not a head-on collision? You know what I mean? What was that difference? It was only about a foot. You know what I mean? It could have gone either way. What makes it go that way? And that is what we delve into. And what causes things to unfold the way they do, and how can you create that? How can you play a very significant role in what's happening in your life, not just being subject to it? And you know, when it really comes down to when I talk about the expertise, that value is so important. But if you look at, here's a few examples, and I think this will really make it make sense. If, let's say, looking at a doctor, okay, you have a health issue and you're going to go to the doctor. It's going to be really expensive. As a matter of fact, it's so expensive, you pay insurance every month just to be able to cover that if that ever were to possibly happen, right? And you pay for that pretty much your whole life. Now, sure, you could go to medical school and go through all of those years of schooling and go through your internship or your residence, right? And you could do just so that you could figure out how to fix yourself. Well, the doctor already did that, okay? So it's a lot less expensive to pay the doctor to fix you up than for you to go to medical school, okay? Same with your car. You get your car repair bill and you're looking at the bill and it's got all this huge labor cost on it. And you're like, why is that labor cost so high in fixing my car? And it's because that mechanic, he's got an expertise. Plus, he had to buy all of his own tools, okay? And they're expensive. And there's some of those tools are ones that he very rarely ever even uses, but just in case, he has to have it. Has to go through continuing education to stay current with all of the technology and that's coming out in the newer cars. So there's a high value on that individual's expertise. And there was one story, this is really kind of tells the story, but back in the day when they had the Pullman luxury train cars, I don't know if you remember those. I don't remember, they weren't around when I was, but you know, I knew of them. Okay, and there was a story where it was going to do its you know, initial launch of the Pullman luxury train car. They have all these individuals, passengers that are paying customers. Okay, they've already paid for this trip, and the train won't start. And you know, the people that owned it were a little freaked out because they got all the passengers on there ready to go. What happens? The train doesn't start. So they pay a expert Pullman repairman, right? And he came in and diagnosed the problem, and he turned a screw half a rotation. That was it. And the thing started right up. Now, the person that had to write that check was a little upset that he had to write this huge check to this individual, and all he did was turn it a screw halfway. But he was, and so he straightened him out. He goes, look, you're not paying me to turn this screw halfway. You're paying me because I know what screw to turn and how far to turn it so that you don't have to refund all of that money to all those passengers and damage your reputation. So what is that worth? And you got the point. But it really does. It comes down to you don't realize how much individuals go through just to be able to answer the questions that you have or give you the guidance and understand where to go and the years of experience because to get that experience it's a bumpy road sometimes. And so you're paying for that journey that individual spent his entire life going through just so that they could be there to help you with what you need help with. And I think that's something that's very important to understand because, and again, the more you put into something anyway is the more you get out. That's just how it works because you take it 10 times more serious when it's expensive versus when it's free. Okay, so not that I'm saying, you're going to find that coaching varies in pricing from coach to coach. I do try to be very reasonable just so that more people can have access to me and get the help that they need. And because when it comes down to it, success comes from the really just the inside game. Okay, it's your thoughts that are creating everything. The rest of it is just follow through. And really understanding how to make everything congruent within you to be able to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. And you're not missing opportunities and missing revenue because you didn't have your head game right. You didn't have that inside game correct because that really makes the difference. And what I would recommend that you do and invite you to do would be go to growthisadecision.com. That's my website. You can schedule a free 1-hour session. Now, normally I charge $250 for a single session. So that's something that I'm making available to you. You can get a chance to understand what the coaching program is about by experiencing it firsthand and then being able to get more information and ask any questions that you might have. You could also email me directly at john@growthisadecision.com. And I think that, I know that this can be very, very beneficial for you. It's just a matter of you realizing what you're capable of doing. And you're going to have that guidance, you're going to have that expertise, and what you're not going to have is that frustration, that disappointment of not getting the prize at the bottom of the box all the time. And it really is just working on yourself and your mindset and your programming. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but it's something that I know will make a huge difference in your life and the quality of it. And when you're hitting your goals and you're on that roll, you're going to be glad that you did what you did when you did it. In 1981, I was going to go sign up in a martial arts school, and I was going with a friend. He bailed on me. And all right, well, if that's what you want to do, but I made a really good decision, and I went and I signed up, which started me on my journey of self-development and really taking control of my life and having a very different outcome than where I was headed. So it was really probably the best decision I made was to really invest time and money in myself and really make that happen. And so I look forward to speaking with you sometime soon. Again, the website is growthisadecision.com. And my name's John Calabrese. Again, you can email me at john@growthisadecision.com. And I look forward to working with you soon.